Hey guys and girls, I want to talk about diet today, and I always change my ideas on diet and what I think about it. I'm always learning, and here's my thing about learning. I don't believe in having all the answers, but I do believe that there are patterns and you can keep progressing what you learn, for example. I have current ideas of diet. I may have had different ideas about diet beforehand. I've just done an hour of boxing, so I'm quite active. With Io from Peak Conditioning. I love getting my boxing in. As you know, recently we've had the Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather boxing match, so it gets you all inspired and motivated when you have big events around it. I just finished Ido Portal's training. He's been training Conor McGregor, so there's a lot of movements on boxing. After that I went for a run. After that I did the splits, different stretches, pull-ups and push-ups. So I went back to old school training. So nothing special with training. As for my nutrition, I wouldn't say it's anything special with that. I'm actually going by my mom's diet plan of when I was a kid, which is basically include all the food groups. Now, I'm not strict with diet. Like, sometimes I'll have meat, sometimes I'll have vegetables, sometimes I'll have fish, sometimes I'll be green, sometimes I'll be vegan. Here's the thing with me. I would rather, some people believe in cheat food days. Now, this is something I really don't believe in because it basically, to me, feels like you're going to get ill for the whole day. I don't want to do that to myself the whole day. What I would rather do is cheat every single day for like 1 or 2 meals, not even that, and actually balance it out. But I have some essential rules to having a healthy diet. So one of my essential rules to a healthy diet is you have to drink water throughout the day. No matter whether you drink coffee, I personally don't drink juice, but if you're going to have juices, you're going to have other drinks. I don't know what your diet's like. Personally, for me, water is number one. You have to drink water all day long. 70% of our body's water. You have no choice. That's what you've got to do. And that's the only way to having a healthy body, a healthy bowel, healthy digestive system, an alkalized body, a clean body, full hydration, mental clarity, physical strength and energy and hydration. So water is essential. And we're surrounded by water as well on this planet. If you live on Earth, that is. So it's kind of important. There's me with sarcasm. Working on the humor, guys. So, yeah, water. The other thing is greens. For me, I actually haven't had much greens today. I've had some lettuce, but for me, that's not enough greens. So greens, when I say greens, and personally for me, if you're going to use excuses that you can't cook or you can't make your food or cook your food, I would just drop those excuses. Like, that is an excuse because basically if you think about it, and I have thought about it, you can eat greens in the day. Just make it happen. Bring Tupperware. Prepare a whole, 1 box of lettuce, for example. Lots of Tupperware. So for me, having greens, lettuce, having a wheatgrass shot, having a green drink, whether you buy a green drink, like preferably you're going to have one without chemicals. If you have one with chemicals, yeah, you're going to have some stevia, aspartame or whatever in it, but it's going to have some good agents that are going to clean your gut. So, you're better off than if you were just eating like meat or something like that. Personally for me, most days I'm going to have a piece of meat or fish, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to be full of gas and I don't want my gut to be heavy, so I don't eat too much meat or fish. I would say my foundation, my philosophy, as I'm getting older each year and trying to stay young and healthy and fit, what I'm finding working for me is going for balance. I wouldn't say drink yourself to stupor, but I wouldn't say quit drinking either. So for me, I think that what you want to look for is balance in life. If you can find balance in everything, in the amount you drink, like if you can drink just a little bit with your friends and be social and be cool and be vibing and have a good time, that's cooler than not drinking at all. But it's also cooler than drinking yourself till you can't even carry yourself and you've got someone else carrying you and you can't remember your night, apparently, which, again, I think if you're that kind of person, you need to work on that because I think in life it's always good to be positive and mentally clear. So I tend to like to remember everything that I happen. That's just the way I am. I like to remember things. I'm a determined kind of guy. I'm ambitious. I want to know what's going on in my life. So, yeah, you should know what's going on. Don't get too drunk. So, yeah, I'm not saying don't drink. Yeah, my great grandfather, he's an inspiration to me. He was in World War One. He got shot in the butt. He saved someone. I know I'm going off on one again. I love doing that. My point is that he was 92 years old when he died. He died eating bacon, having sherry, smoking a pipe, having a bit of tomato and egg, and doing that every single day and looking after a lavender field somewhere in Bournemouth. So, yeah, I have an English parent, English ancestry. So to me, this just shows that there are people that don't do everything perfect, and yet because they're moderate about things, not excessive, they actually live a long and healthy life. And who knows how much healthier you could be if you were perfect. But then, perfection might not be your goal. And what is perfection? It's defined by what you believe in. So, foundations, I want to come back to again. Water, greens, then a bit of meat or fish, but not excessive meat or fish. If you're going to drink a little bit. I tend to either go for red wine because it's got more micronutrients, riboflavin, antioxidants, 5-HTP, things like that, so like a glass. Another rule is I wouldn't drink every night because to me that shows a little bit of needing alcohol, and that's the thing that you're culturally into. I want to get away from that personally. Another alcohol tip, because I know some of you like to drink, is I went out with some friends and, they like to reenact the hangover night. So if they're going to go down that lane, you might as well go as strong as possible for as few drinks as people can handle. So I tend to go for the tequila. That's just a little confession and vice. By the way, if you're going to have a junk food day, don't have a day of junk food. Have a junk food meal. Now, look, I do sometimes eat junk food. I confess I was in Denmark training 6 hours a day with Ido Portal. And one day I didn't know how to get a taxi. I went to McDonald's to get a taxi. And they asked me if I wanted something. Now, they were so helpful and so friendly. I ended up buying a burger and fries with some water. And you know what? I've been training so much, I didn't really feel it. Now, I'm not saying eat McDonald's, and it's probably really bad of me as a trainer to eat McDonald's. I'm just trying to be human here and relate with people, So I haven't had McDonald's in 3 years, so that's just to clarify. Okay, but with pizza, ice cream and brownies, I've had that. So we're going to talk about junk food. Yeah, once in a while, try to have junk food once every 2 weeks or every week or something like that. So I have like a pizza I haven't had a pizza for 2 weeks now, and I'll have it with maybe a can of Coke, some ice cream and brownies. When I go for junk food, I pig out on it. I get super hungry. I actually have dark chocolate like almost every day. And what else? I eat a lot of fats. I have protein shakes. Now, here's the thing. I do have whey protein sometimes, but I don't like relying on whey because it's dairy, it's inflammatory, you've got lactose in it, it can cause allergens, so I don't like to rely on whey. I have my Arbonne supplement company that I work with and promote, so you can check that out at adamantonywhite.arbonne.com. I have a vegan pea protein chocolate flavor. All my clients love it. I love it, so I have that. I put that in with coconut oil, which I mix in with there. Sometimes I put raspberries in there, and sometimes I mix it with almond oil. But look, guys, girls, what I'm doing is I'm having this after my workout. So, after workout, you could eat literally anything after your workout. I'm not saying do that, but I'm just saying you can do, because glycogen levels drop and you're burning into stuff. Here's the other thing. A clean mind is a clean body. So Meditation is really important. I'm learning more and more about this. We did this with Edel Portal. I know this might sound woo-woo to you guys, but actually it's very serious. It's really important. You need to start doing like at least half an hour of meditation a day or an hour of meditation a day, because deep breathing, it cleanses the gut, it cleanses the colon, it lymphosizes the body, it calms the mind, it calms the body, it calms the hormones, it calms the cortisol levels, and it definitely teaches you lessons in spirituality. Now, it's not something that I can teach you, because how do I give you spirituality? I can only talk about it. But let's say it can heighten your awareness, your inner knowledge of yourself, slowing down thoughts. And we are talking about nutrition today, so I have to go back to nutrition. What else? Almonds. Almonds are alkalizing, so they're really good to have. Try to have mixed nuts as much as you can. Coconut oil. Oh yeah, in that protein powder, sometimes I put grounded flaxseed. You can get flaxseed powders as well in Holland and Barrett. I sometimes put that in with the coconut oil, with the raspberries, with the Arbonne vegan chocolate powder I have, with the almond milk. I mix it up, and yeah, it tastes amazing. It tastes amazing. It's great. I feel really fresh. So yeah, greens. With greens, like, don't go eating sandwiches, seriously. You know, like for me, I would rather eat a pizza than eat a sandwich. I'd rather have a junk food. To me, a sandwich is junk food, right? If I'm going to do junk food, I'm not going to go to Pret. I'm going to have a burger or a pizza. So guys, if you're going to do junk food, don't bother with sandwiches, man. Like, unless you really love sandwiches and you'd rather have that than ice cream, pizza, or burger. Like, sandwiches are probably the worst invention on the planet, and they're so bad for you. They're just full of bread. So, like, yeah, if I'm going to do bread, I'll have it on a pizza or burger. I'm not going to do a sandwich. If I'm going to do junk food, do it in style. Do it properly. Do your junk food time properly. Don't sandwiches. No. No sandwiches. You should be snacking on berries, on flax seeds, on protein, fresh protein shakes, not whey protein. Even dark chocolate, but like the idea of having sandwiches, I can't relate with that. It's inflammatory, and you might as well have something that's like junker. I think sandwiches are underrated and how unhealthy they are. I'm really quite against sandwiches. I'm having a rant against sandwiches. This is a serious society call and controversy against the sandwich. We have to do something about this. It's an attack on sandwiches. So I think my message really today is don't eat sandwiches. And here's the thing. Sandwiches disguise you. I really have a problem with sandwiches right now. Sandwiches disguise you of this idea that you're eating healthy. Oh, let's stick a little lettuce in there, a little tomato in there, and so you think that you've had all the vegetables, you've had all the greens and all the sort of vegetables in there. I mean, seriously, when you look at a Pret sandwich, or if you look at sandwiches generally, there's more bread and mustard or mayonnaise or ketchup or whatever the hell they put in it, and butter, than there is actually content. Then they have a tiny bit of meat, lots of wheat, lots of like dressings and sauces and stuff. And when you look at the amount of lettuce or tomato they have, it's pathetic. So what I'm saying is I think it's a bad conception of eating healthy. So really try to separate and have separate compartments for your greens, for your fats, for your protein shakes. You know, have a bottle of water with you. Anyway, I hope this helps, guys and girls, and the message is to mix up your diet as much as you can. Don't be perfect, but do be balanced. Work on that. I hope this helps, and look forward to seeing you in person. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sun in London if you're here, and have a great day wherever you are on the planet.